Thank everybody for being here. The season's here. Whether we're ready or not, it's game week for us. We've got two tremendous opponents this week. Um, we know Villanova for sure on Friday, and then we're either going to play Purdue out of the Big Ten or Maine, who is a very well coached, top 60 RPI team year in and year out, coached by a good friend of mine. And Villanova's coached by Harry Peretta, who's been around forever and does a tremendous job. 5-out motion, great chemistry with their basketball team. If we play hope they miss defense, we're going to lose the horse game. They can all shoot it 1 through 5, and they're just a real smart, heady team. Probably not real smart on my part scheduling a team like this. It's a unique team, and to come right out of the chute and have to try to defend, but we got them, and if ever a team could do it, it's our team with 4 seniors and 4 juniors. We've had to defend teams like this before. Florida Gulf Coast comes to mind a year ago, and so very similar. So we'll have our work cut out for us.
You weren't pleased with a lot of the effort in that exhibition game. How the girls kind of responded from that, in practice and stuff. You seen what you wanted to from that?
Well, the film doesn't lie, and I, they didn't really need to see the film. I think they understood that. We probably need to play the first 2 games backwards. We're coming off of playing UCLA, picked to win the Pac-12. They're ranked ahead of us in every poll. So if we're ranked 7th, they're ranked 6th or 5th. If we're ranked 10th, they're ranked 8th or 7th. So we had played really well in that scrimmage, and so to come back and play a Division II, win by 26, and have the coach not real happy. It's just and that Division II is going to be really good. They're going to win a lot of games. They're going to probably win their league and have a chance to be really good. So, we came back and had a good workout on Saturday morning early. We had a good practice yesterday. So we'll just kind of see where it goes from here.
This is a topic I know come up some in the preseason, but this is a unique season for you as a coach, at least at MSU, where in the past it was development and influx of talent. You mentioned 4 seniors, 4 juniors. This year's kind of all about taking what you had last year and making it better. What are the challenges that come up with that, and then how's that different as a coach?
Well, we still have a lot of challenges with this basketball team, and they tell you that too. Real concerned about our leadership piece. Listen, I got 13 wonderful young ladies. They are great kids, but talent doesn't win alone. And the chemistry piece, the leadership piece is our next. That's probably where our next step needs to be. We're certainly a very talented group of young ladies and a very talented basketball team, but that's not enough to win. And the piece that we've really tried to focus on, it's a work in progress, is the leadership piece and the chemistry piece, and understanding people's roles, I think, more than anything. And I'm still trying to expand roles. I'm going to lean heavily, on those seniors and juniors, obviously. But let me tell you, Iggy and Amisha ain't sitting there going, well, we'll just wait a couple years and get our turn. Those 2 are pushing people. And Amisha's been out with a little bit of an injury for the last week, but she's back, should be back today. So that's really, I've got a lot of concerns, to be honest with you, going in. And it kind of starts with those 2 things.
Could you kind of speak on that too, especially going on the road so much early in the non-conference? How big it's going to be for the seniors to kind of keep everything level, I guess you could say?
Well, it started yesterday, but it starts today in practice, getting everybody focused and just teaching the new ones what we do on the road and how to act on the road, and show them that we got to be focused and got a game plan that we got to go in and execute.
Morgan, with all the off-season work that you put in since March, as a team, how excited are you to play a game that actually starts counting for once?
I think it's exciting to see all the work that we've done and actually get to play and see it against other people besides us. So be exciting.
Morgan, how's it feel to be back in good health again and been able to do the things that you want to do?
It feels good. I think my teammates happy too. Tell me I'm picking up the pace, doing better offense and defensively. So it's exciting to be back myself.
Vic, how do you balance the practicing and the traveling and all that, straight off the bat, to start the season?
Well, we'll just kind of have to, I mean, obviously we've traveled some. We travel some every year, but this year's a little unique. Again, I think my thoughts going in were I've got a battle-tested team, a little more experienced. So what we may not be able to do with talking about hours a week and days in the week where we practice, maybe the less reps won't hurt us because we've had these reps throughout the course of their career. As a coach, you always have you have a comfort. There's a level of comfort with certain players, and I've got a level of comfort with certain players, and so those kids have got to continue to work hard and develop and get better. But when the bus loads, in the back of my mind is as long as I see certain ones, I know they'll be ready when the lights come on. Year in and year out, they've been ready to play. Morgan is back, and she's back to her old self, and that really makes us a different team, really. She's also added the half-court piece, trying to take responsibility and run her team just like a quarterback would. It ain't drop back and throw the bomb every time. And you have to audible at the line of scrimmage. And the same thing goes with a point guard. You got to know when to push it and go in transition, and you got to know when, hey, this is what's working. Let's keep going to that. If I can't hear coach, I've got a play in my mind that I know will work because it's been working. And so I think she's added that piece. Katera's really come on to me in the last couple of weeks and is really practicing well. And, Katera had a really good non-conference season last year, and she had her ups and downs in conference. But again, you're talking about a kid that's been to the wars with me now for 3 straight years. So, both of these two, I think, provide a level of comfort for the coach, and so it's a matter of them now trying to help lead the rest of them. And those young, they've got 4 kids going on a business trip that haven't been on a business trip before. And so it's time for us to get that in our head and realize we're not going up there to enjoy the 39-degree weather.
Morgan, hearing him talk about you like that reminds me how quick it happened that all of a sudden you're one of the leaders. How does your approach change in terms of how you play and practice and work with your teammates knowing you're in that role?
Gotta step outside my comfort zone. I gotta do things that I normally haven't done before. I gotta talk more. I'm not used to doing all that talking. I gotta be a coach on the floor. I've been calling out plays, so that's something different. And it's been going fast on the shot clock because coach been saying, you're calling the play with 11 seconds. So I've been calling plays a lot early and getting good shots from my teammates. So it's been interesting.
Coach, you talk about the improvement of the inside play, Chinway and T. Do you want to try to go inside, establish that early in games, or how does that balance between what you want to do shot-wise, outside, and all that kind of stuff?
I think for us, we probably adapt better than most at just understanding and going with the flow, taking what somebody gives us. And I think our team understands that. So certainly, they had some real success when we scrimmaged UCLA. And the other night, not so much. We had a lot of rebounds. I think Tiara had 13 or 15 rebounds, and Chinway had 8 maybe. But, those two, our team recognizes now we've got some kids down there that can finish. We got to give them the ball where they need it. And they have an understanding. They're learning more and more that there's certain spots on the floor where they catch it. Coach said, hey, You need to finish. You need to foul score both. There's other spots on the floor when they catch it and they know, you know what, Coach said, we need to give it up and get it back and repost and do some of those things. I think you're going to see teams double team most kids. And so it's going to be the next step for them is realizing that and understanding and learning how to pass out of the double team. So, you know, that's going to be key for us. No question about it as we move on down the line is we've got a couple aircraft carriers in there. We've got to make sure we keep developing them. Coach Harris has done a tremendous job developing those kids. And those kids have got to understand now, it's not just about offense. You saw the other night. You're going to come in, you're going to have to guard. And if you're giving up inches, if you're bigger than someone, you're also giving that up on the other end, which sometimes is a problem due to quickness or the ability to stretch the floor and shoot it. And that's what we're fixing to see with Villanova. And so these, you know, Chinway and Tierra both are going to be really challenged having to step out there at the three-point line and guard.